All right, let's break down the shot. So as of recently, I've been getting into skits and I really like them. I enjoy myself. I get to be a director. I get to see things and then actually execute it beforehand, like really mapping out everything that needs to be mapped out so I can really execute on set. I want to big up my people, Artie and Christine, for helping me shooting these shots and shooting these skits essentially. So let's break down the shot. So for the entire skit itself, the goal was to not only be funny, but also be able to bring myself into the character of Ramon being Artie's best friend, and they are going back and forth in debating as to why is Artie asking him, Ramon, why he's never seen his feet before, which is, as a Jamaican, it's kind of very, American people would call it sus. Like, why would another man ask another man why he's never seen his feet before? So it's kind of, I wanted to play on that. The idea was brought to me by, I think it was Christine, if I'm not mistaken, or Artie. And I was like, yo, I need to do this because it's kind of funny, it's really funny. And I wanted to, I've never seen or heard something like that before, so I wanted to do that. So the aim behind the entire skit was to just push out a real cinematic, both characters getting into their own individual realm. So Ramon usually is someone who's on the phone talking to a friend or his girlfriend or his wife, who's just very comfortable while hanging out with the people he's also very comfortable with in his environment at that point in time. So that's the one character. The next character is Artie, who is a car enthusiast and also Ramon's best friend who cares about him and is just always very curious. So I wanted to blend those two characters together and kind of show that contrast in culture with American and Jamaican. So that was essentially what I really wanted to do for that. So in doing so, we needed certain shots. We needed Ramon to be in a darker area, a darker sense type, or a darker feel towards the shot itself. So the lighting would be not as close to him or not as powerful on his side as in comparison to Artie, who's a bit more light, a bit more loud, a bit more playful, a bit more curious, you know? So the lighting on Artie was a bit more strategic, but also we had a bit of issues with the lighting. But we just said, you know what, let's just go with it. And then it played a very big role in getting the feel of the skit itself, right? I want to make sure that the cinematic versions or the skits are truly cinematic. Like, you can look at it and say, oh, that's a fire shot, that's a fire shot, that's a fire shot. That's the feel I want to give for the rest of my films, the rest of the skits that I do. The first shot where I'm pulling myself in to sit down and talk to my best friend or help him out, fix his car, you know, touch his car up type of thing. I wanted to introduce the character with close-ups. It's just very interesting to do that, where you see what they're doing before you see the characters themselves. Very interesting as to the type of style, the type of feel it gives the viewer. So you see what the character is doing before you see the character's face and reactions and feel for the film itself. So it was very, very cool, I'm not gonna lie to you. So I introduced myself, Ramon, on the phone, talking, having a great time talking about his experience with the car, his best friend's car, which is the Hellcat, Last Call, Dodge, whatever. I'm not a car enthusiast, so I'm not gonna mess up whatever that is. So the first scene I showed, you know, you want those quick cuts because it's short form content. So it's like a minute and 30, minute and 20 seconds, but you have to keep the viewers engaged so it builds up. So, you know, you show them the shots, you let them hear it, you hear the rolling of the seat itself, and you get into it. So the next couple shots, after you introduce myself, you know, you see my face, I'm so excited, leaning back in the chair based on how excited the experience was for me with the car. Vroom, 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 it's crazy. So the next one, you want to introduce my best friend Artie in that role, what he's doing, because what he's doing is very interesting. So how you build it up, you know, he's bringing down his equipment, he's putting his equipment in the hood of the car, and then you're seeing him tying in the wrench, and then it also tells the story that he's fixing the wrench itself. So you show that before they then see him, showing that, yo, this man is a car enthusiast, this man touches up his car, he loves his car, right? The friend before loves to be around his friends. It's kind of just giving good character development, good characteristics as well. I think as you go further into the skit, you then find out who Artie is, which is very interesting. So we had to show the shot as over the shoulders from my perspective, as from, or actually no, not from my perspective, but more so from the viewer's perspective as to like who he is, because Artie's talking to me and he's very energetic, but he's also very curious. He wants to understand, why hasn't he seen my feet before? Very, 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 very off topic, but you get what I'm saying? Yeah, that kind of wild still. As a Jamaican man, you don't really mess with them conversation there, but further down you realize that my character then warms up to it, because we understand that he doesn't understand. You get what I'm saying? So that's one thing. Have the characters kind of end it. So it builds up and it comes back down slowly because of the facial reactions. So the facial expressions that I have, which is confused, but more so like, what? You're not making any sense. But I'm going with it and I'm gonna explain to you later. And then you kind of want to give the viewers a feel of where you don't want to know the end result. You don't want to know the ending. You don't want to bring it even further, because there's a lot of stuff that I did cut out because of, I don't think it wasn't necessary at the time. By the way, the video is not big, it's not blown up, but I really took some time to make it and I really liked it. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna see you guys in the next shot breakdown.
Yeah. I ain't never seen your feet before. Kind of weird.
But tell us the guy clean, the guy clean, I tell you say my dog of the thing. I tell you say the man, the word the dog of the thing from the arrow. I tell you say when the man press the gas and it comes on, so me moving to the gear and I say there's no way. This is
yo, bro. I just realized something. I ain't never seen your feet before.
You never seen my foot before? Oh, that brother, you dog? No, bro.
I didn't see man foot before. I've seen men's feet before. I never asked for it, but I saw it. It's like, yo, it's not like I wanted to see it. It's just that when you know a person, you come across that person enough times, and it's like just random things happen. Like, oh, look, feet. And I've never seen your feet. So it makes me question how long have we known each other? I think 15 years now.
You could have said a different way. Like, bro, you never really talk to me like that.
What I'm saying is, we've known each other for like 15 years. You saw me when I had my charger.
Bro, so
like,
here we're gonna pack up and we're gonna just go inside and we'll just